Hi everybody, today is day 56 of the challenge, and in honor of Mother's Day, I like to answer a question that is a little bit personal, but that I literally get all the time, and that is, where are you from? For some reason, people see me here in the Dominican Republic and they assume that maybe I'm Dominican, or the Dominicans and the Haitians assume that I'm maybe Haitians. I mean, I cannot tell you how many Haitian people have come up to me and greeted me in Creole or Patois, and I'm looking at them like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So today I like to tell you who I am and where I'm from. I am American, 100%, from the United States. My dad grew up in St. Louis, Missouri. He went to Soldan High School for those from St. Louis. My mom grew up in Mississippi. She was born and raised in a little town called Minter City, Mississippi. But to most people, we say Greenwood because Minter City is such a little town in Mississippi. She grew up with 14, or let's say 13 other brothers and sisters. From her mom, there was 14. And on the dad's side, there were 6 more. So 20 aunts and uncles on my mom's side, basically. My dad, one of 9, so 8 other aunts and uncles on my dad's side. So huge, huge, huge family from the South, St. Louis, Mississippi, American, 100%. My dad enlisted in the Army when he was 17, so he spent 22 years enlisted in the Army, which was why I moved around all over the world. Basically, I was born in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. We went to Lawton, Oklahoma, Fort Sill, Fort Bliss, Fort Lewis, and Tacoma, Washington, which is where I graduated high school. In between there, we went to Itaewon in Korea, so I learned a little bit of Korean, kamsahamnida. They always called me Eggy as baby. I eat kimchi. We lived in Germany for various years. In my preteen years, Nellingen Barracks, that is near Stuttgart, and I learned German. So actually German is my second language. Spanish is actually my third language. And so that is a little bit about me. After my dad retired, I still kept that bug to move around. So I went back to school for my engineering degree in Washington University. So that's Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. Went back to get to know some of the family since I grew up moving all over. I've also lived in Atlanta, Georgia around the time of the Olympics. I had a temporary project there. I got recruited out of college to go work in Cincinnati, Ohio for Procter & Gamble. And then after that, we moved to Lima, Ohio to a soap, they called it a soap plant, which is a plant that made Tide. And then from there, got transferred to Philadelphia area, which is where I got into real estate back in 2000. So after about 5 years in Philadelphia area flipping properties, I moved to the Dominican Republic in 2006, and I've been there ever since. So I've really literally lived all over the world, many different cultures, different languages. But at the end of the day, I am not Dominican, I am not Haitian, although I live here, but I have completely adapted to culture. I am not the same person who was here when I moved here in 2006. I was a little bit uptight coming out of corporate America and fast-paced environments. But now, todo tranquilo, they say I'm aplatanada, which is like a Dominican word meaning Dominicanized, and here I am. So in honor of my mom and the heritage that I have from her, the military background from my dad, and Mother's Day, that is the question of the day. Where am I from? At this point, I'm from the Dominican Republic. So that is my day 56 of the challenge, and thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.